Hi everyone. Today I have a few things that I want to talk to you about. As you know, I do a Facebook Live once a week to talk to everyone about various aspects of doing business and doing it well, staying compliant, educating your client, and a whole lot of other things. Today, what I want to talk to you about is managing possibly two main fears that come up for business people, and especially solopreneurs, that can be managed quite effectively if they have some well-drafted legals in place. So, going into business yourself, launching your own service, creating your own brand and putting yourself out in the market to clients and your competitors is a daunting task. It can be quite scary. It can be quite an experience, and you really need to do everything that you can to build that resilience in you and to focus on doing the best that you can and delivering the wonderful service that you've created. So one of the things that come up quite often is this type of fear that people have when they start, when they have a business. It's not always restricted to just the first days of business, because once you start earning money and seeing clients and you have a service that's rolling over, the two fears that tend to stick with you do show up consistently. Firstly, that the fear that you won't get paid, and secondly, protecting your business information. So I'm going to discuss the first one. I'm going to discuss not getting paid first. So when you're a freelancer or a contractor, you're working with other people and they are engaging you for their service. Quite often you are handed a contract, and how you get paid is very much dependent on the terms and conditions that you have been asked to sign by someone who has engaged you. And it's a commonplace, that myth really, that people think that you need to be handed a contract. You don't. You can have your own terms of engagement, your own client contract that you can hand to a potential client and say, these are the terms and conditions of working with me. And in your terms and conditions, you can state how you want to get paid, when you want to get paid, and how you expect to be paid for the work that you have outlined in your proposal or within the terms of engagement that you have prepared for that client. I can't stress the importance of this, because when you are a freelancer, you don't have the certainty that you have when there is employment. So when you're employed, you get a regular paycheck. You never have to worry about, are you going to get paid? But when you are a contractor, you have to rely on your clients understanding your expectations about getting paid and being, I guess, compliant with working with you and the terms and conditions that you have for that relationship. So apart from that, you need to get paid to put money, petrol in your car and food on the table to feed your family. As it's not an unusual or an unreasonable request. And somehow in business, it seems to be that sometimes you don't get paid and people don't actually respect the relationship that you have unless it's in writing somewhere. So I'm really pleased that a few people have come on to say hi. I am always here every week talking about something in relation to contracts. So hi, Krishna, thank you, and Francisco. So my point there is that if you're a freelancer, don't think you have to be handed a contract. You can have your own terms of engagement that can at least outline to people that want to work with you how it is that you expect to be treated and in terms of being paid for the work that you provide. The second thing that I wanted to talk to you about, which is another fear that I have managed for clients in recent months, is the fear of exposing, you know, their business information. Now, you might think that this is not a big deal, but when we are creating a business, and I'm in the same boat, you know, I've been creating my business for 3 years. There are things that I do in my business and thoughts that I have about my business, plans that I have, hopes and dreams that I have, strategies that I have, people that I want to work with or choose to work with, that is really just my business. It's the business of my business. It's not really open for other people to know what is going on behind my business so that I can grow it. Yes, I'm pretty open, you know, you talk about how things are going and everything, but some things in the interest of growing your business and developing your business requires you to have a certain amount of privacy about the business information that you have. And this comes into play because when we set up a business and we're working for ourselves, we're engaging all kinds of people to help us. We engage website developers, we engage copywriters, we engage bookkeepers, we engage finance specialists. You know, we talk to business coaches, we talk to a lot of types of people. And I think it's really important that you learn to value your business information and your strategies and your business content and your intellectual property from a very early stage. And how you can do that as a startup or in the early years of your business, or actually at any point in your business, is to always have a non-disclosure agreement in place before you discuss any part of your service, your business strategy, or your business plan with any other party. So if you're developing something new for your business, a new product, a new template, a new book, a new presentation, and you are taking that to another provider to get advice on design, on copy, on pricing, on a website or a sales page, ensure that you have a non-disclosure agreement in place, or that in your terms of engagement with that person or the contract that they send you is very clear that they agree that your business information will always remain private and will not be used by them to develop another product like yours, or discussed with other clients, or you know, passed on as casual information and disclosed, because these are things that are important to your business, and you know, it is part of your strategy. So the two main things that today I wanted to cover that, you know, really easily can be managed by properly and sensibly, and you know, well drafted documents is getting paid, the fear of getting paid. You can manage this fear quite easily with having documents in place that is given to the client before they engage you, so they understand what the deal is with working with you. And secondly is to protect yourself by having a non-disclosure agreement, a clause either in your terms of engagement or a separate non-disclosure agreement, particularly if you have a standalone project or something that's really important to you. So if you need any help with working out any aspect of your business legals, I would love to talk to you. You can book in for a free chat with me, and the link will be in the comments below. So I hope you enjoyed today and got something out of it, and I shall speak with you again this time next week. See ya.